Now, on this channel, I have covered many situations involving prominent Roblox influencers abusing their social status and influence to illegally engage in conversations or experiences with children, ranging from pedophilia to grooming. But by the contents of what I will discuss in this video, nothing has ever compared to how bad and reprehensible the actions of a popular Roblox developer has committed with a 14-year-old child he was talking to and sexually manipulating and coercing. This all came to my attention by a YouTuber named Jax, and due to his video on the situation, many YouTubers in the Roblox community have expressed their utter disgust, either behind the scenes or publicly. Some being his friends, and others being fans, or people who admired him and his work ethic. And this Roblox developer who has committed some of the most sickening actions goes by the name of Andrew, better known by his Roblox persona as II or MahBucket. This popular Roblox developer worked for a Roblox group called Drewike, which has been behind many well-known Roblox games such as Cleaning Simulator and Supercube Cavern. Andrew, also known as MahBucket, has created many Roblox games himself, such as Grab the Child, Purple Skittles and others, which generated a large amount of revenue and visits for him, which you'll see later. Andrew even had such a large influence that he designed a map for Arsenal, being the Glacier map. But after the disgusting situation was eventually released regarding him, his account he was currently using, called II, was banned on January the 13th, with all involvement of him in Arsenal being promptly removed. For those unaware, Andrew was behind many Roblox accounts in the past, and just like his most recent one, they were all banned too. Because what he would do, and has been doing for many years now, is posting not safe for work images being inappropriate and shocking in nature to Roblox, which is a kids game, which even according to his own document, gave him a sick and questionable satisfaction that made him quote-unquote work more efficiently on Roblox games, which is essentially what got his past MahBucket accounts terminated from the site, and I have no clue how this gave no one red flags in the first place. But this man isn't only behind many aliases on Roblox, but if we take our attention to Twitter, this man operates two alternate accounts that we will be looking at today. One is Luna Cheesecake, which is an account that this man has been posting inappropriate furry images on for many years now, which I advise you don't go and see. And the next being his more secretive alternate account called Zorny Cheese. Now, due to the information provided by Jax, it is pretty clear that all these accounts are run by the same person and have pretty distinctive links, such as the same age, sexuality, name, and the fact that in the pinned comment, Andrew hasn't even refuted the claims because it's obviously true. He runs these accounts. On his more secretive Zorny Cheese account, due to what he thought offered him complete ambiguity so no one would ever truly know who he was, he felt free enough to establish his true unbridled sexual fantasies. Ones where he fantasized with children in playgrounds, thinking it was fun, with other highly immoral people, or just openly expressing his attraction to animals, essentially being some of the most deplorable things a Roblox developer can openly admit to, especially considering how Andrew openly admits to being part of the minor attracted persons community. And on the same account, stating he would be liking and retweeting, yeah, you can read it. But keep in mind, there is a reason why this account was private. He didn't want people to know. He deemed Twitter as a sufficient site just to admit and support some of the most degenerate things behind closed doors. But it gets so much worse. And that brings us back to his main furry account. This is where we go into the topic regarding the 14-year-old minor in question, which we will call Quasi, in which Andrew, on his Luna Cheesecake account, contacted first, with a comment claiming Quasi looks cute, and showing them a plethora of the not safe for work furry images he had originally made on his Twitter account. It was only after this when he asked for the child's age, but as you can probably guess, this didn't faze the man in the slightest when the reply was only 14 years old. As he stated, he didn't care, and that it was perfectly justifiable because we are all quote-unquote horny weirdos on the internet. So that already establishes several major red flags, because it is evident he doesn't really care for the legal ramifications in him inappropriately engaging with a 14-year-old while he is much older. Going back to the conversation between this 14-year-old and Andrew, he replies with, "I find younger guys cute," with the minor questioning the context behind the message, whether Andrew meant it in a sexually charged way, with Andrew quickly changing the narrative behind it at first, lying and claiming it was a quote-unquote friendly way. Take the word friendly the way you wish. Because literally a week later, as addressed by Jax in his video, the minor's mentality completely changes, and they state they actually have a crush on Andrew. Now, this gives Andrew the go-ahead to now openly express his true mentality, without being ridiculed for it, because at first he can be seen worrying about the minor's opinion on his very questionable comments, but now that the minor has developed relations to him, he has no boundaries now. So here he can be seen stating he expressed the same connection. Keep in mind this is an adult and a child. This is not legal, this is not morally correct, this is disgusting. The minor establishes how Andrew consistently spoke to them, because this is a clear indication of grooming. Andrew is attempting to gain a strong connection and emotional bond with this child, who has little to no idea that they are being exploited, because at their age, they don't have the mental ability to process what is entirely going on. Now, as the relationship develops, the situation continues to get darker, with Andrew making now heavily sexually charged comments to this 14-year-old, stating how he just came at the thought of him, or going out his way to send nude images of himself to the child, which I'm going to ensure is heavily blurred, so practically nothing can be seen, because this is vile. And then Andrew can be seen having the intent of wanting to have intercourse with the said child, and wanting to meet them in real life. Actually, reprehensible messages to say the least. And to clarify the validity behind the 4-month-long conversation, and to establish how this was actually real, Andrew even proceeded to show his face to the child, if that wasn't clarification enough. This is arguably the most disgusting part I will cover in this video. What has been said by both parties, the 14-year-old and Andrew in this conversation, are disgusting and sickening, and the fact they admitted to doing this makes it all the more vile. The 14-year-old child, Quasi, states he wishes he could engage in you-know-what with his 10-year-old brother, and Andrew, who is obviously interested in this conversation, perpetuates it by asking if he is cute, with the minor making very questionable comments regarding his brother, which I don't feel entirely comfortable reading out. Then Andrew can be seen here validating these vile comments, because it is clear he's gaining sick satisfaction out of this. And let's not forget, this is a grown man talking with a 14-year-old about how the 14-year-old wants to commit specific acts with his younger brother. How messed up even is that? But what is worse is the minor admits to taking advantage of his brother in his sleep. And Andrew literally validates it by saying quote unquote, "Oh nice," with the minor going into explicit detail what he did. This is actually so disgusting, and as I'm making this video, I am literally sick to the very pit of my stomach at the thought of this conversation even being made in the first place. But what happens next is the final nail in the coffin, because Andrew literally openly admits to sexually assaulting his family member as well, being his little sister several times, and how doing this is literally harmless and you should quote unquote enjoy it. This shows the utter lack of morality of this man and his full-blown degeneracy. He is a literal danger to children as well as the platform, and the 14-year-old even goes into more disgusting vivid detail on what he did with his 10-year-old brother, and that he wants to do it again. Both of these people in question are highly immoral, and they both admitted to utterly disgusting things that is undeniable. No excuses can be made for either individual, but by the conversation, it is crystal clear Andrew was manipulating and coercing the child into admitting his sexual life, because yet again, we all know, Andrew gets sick satisfaction out of these topics. Andrew gets so much sick satisfaction out of these topics that he continues to support the idea of Quasi doing you-know-what with his brother again, giving him tips on how to do it. This is actually atrocious and abhorrent, and I have never ever seen chat messages this bad before, with Andrew claiming victims don't normally talk about it, solidifying the concept that it would just be a disgusting little secret these two would have kept between themselves, because yet again, the definition of grooming highlights the fact these people try and gain a trust bond with the child, and it is apparent this child believes Andrew is a trustworthy person, completely oblivious that Andrew is literally just exploiting him. Now, more incriminating messages are exchanged with them discussing how they are both willing to abuse younger children, which is disgusting, with Andrew saying 8 years old is the minimum, and then the 14-year-old claiming they would do it even younger, with Andrew saying that seems fun too. And yet again, Andrew sending more images of himself nude to the 14-year-old. And the final confirmation that Andrew is indeed a Roblox developer, the one I discussed at the start of this video, I, is the message in which he gloats that he is earning a lot of money off Roblox. So in conclusion, due to the immorality portrayed by Andrew in this situation, he has been permanently banned from Roblox and exiled from the community due to his actions, and there will be an interview set up between Jax and Andrew which will come out soon. And as of the upload of this video, many close friends of Andrew have actually filed police reports against him, so hopefully some further action will be taken soon. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to watch Jax's video on the situation and Scrimzox's too, and make sure to share this video throughout the community so more people are made aware. Goodbye.